Well, today's recipe is a Japanese one. A recipe in which deep frying as a technique became part of the Japanese culture much later. Well, more on that a little later, but for now, vegetable tempura. Let's begin. If you understand geography, Japan shares borders with China. A lot of cooking techniques became part of the Japanese culture because of China much earlier, in fact, many centuries earlier. Surprisingly, deep frying never became part of their culture. Tempura is one of those first ones, which actually got initiated in a port called Nagasaki. Whatever vegetables you have at hand, exotic, regional, local, seasonal, bring all of them out from the market, put them to use, dip it in flour, deep fry. Simple. What's important here to know is that the vegetables should be fresh and the tempura batter should be made fresh. Tempura batter, again, you get ready-made flours, proprietary, which have wheat flour, starch, and lots of things. I'll show you how to make that today at home. So jump in, let's see that. First thing first, green zucchini. Snip the ends off and cut this into batons. Zucchini cut and ready. Let's keep this aside. Moving on to carrots. And along with this, green capsicum. Moving on to red bell peppers. Red onions. Let's push the center and get the rings out like so. And finally, last but not the least, broccoli into long florets like so. Of course, I'm going to trim a little. And there you go, almost like a broccolini. Our vegetables are cut and ready. The next step that is extremely important is to get the batter right. It's one of the most amazing batters if you make it correctly. To make it correctly, one of the most important ingredients in a tempura batter is the water. The water has to be ice cold. Now this is again very important because tempura making is all about temperature play. The oil has to be hot, the batter has to be chilled. Now when there is this whole clash of temperatures, that's when magic happens. First things first, let's begin with all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking powder, salt, ice cold water. With this, our tempura batter is done and ready. Our oil is hot enough. Let's start dipping vegetables one by one in this chilled batter and drop this in oil. At this stage, you need to be slightly quicker. If you find these fritters dropping in oil here and there, that's absolutely perfect because that is going to add in to the crunch. Remember that. Once the vegetables are dipped in the batter and fried, remember the fact that there's no coloration in this recipe. It has to be pulled out while it is still sparkling white, and that's the sign of a good quality tempura. Similarly, let's start frying the rest of the vegetables. With this, our vegetable tempura is done and ready. All you need with this is some patience, some time, lots of vegetables, and love for tempura. Serve this with Thai chili dip, Szechuan sauce, anything of your choice. Anything that is not bland, anything that's spicy, tangy, zesty. Have fun.